we're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to... The 29, a gain of 4.
Samuels, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He's brought down by Williams.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in.
Burrow's pass.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Gain of 14.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The tackle.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1 yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Try and throw for it with Burrow. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 30-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete to
the reception
13.
Good for 7. It's 3rd down.
On the play.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
have a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, They're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's McFarland. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On play action, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. Down to the 25. McFarland. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Third down and 7.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well. So he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. McFarland running out of the gun. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Bengals 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jameis now on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I know he ain't got it.
Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Jameis again. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Back at the 35.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And that will be incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston will get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Going top shelf for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 65 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd and inches, Winston, blitz coming, and down he goes.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long, but they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Completion here to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now Winston on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. And that time they went with a fade on 4th and goal. Did not work out.
Now, how do you feel about that type of a call? Because I've been with you long enough. I don't think the fade route in that situation is one of your favorites.
I just think you're putting yourself into a corner. You don't have any margin for error, right?
I agree with you, Toba. You tend to run out of real estate. You've got to make sure you run that route.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon,
Cincinnati.
98 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. McFarland once more. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So,
and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A big play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. does well for the extra point.
Point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 37, Bengals 17.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this throw caught left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
To number 13.
A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards.
Down Cincinnati.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
55.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
To John Ross.
John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, McFarland. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Ready? Check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike's 59.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Burrow on first down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
2nd and 5. At the
On second down, here's Burrow. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Following the interception, Winston. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Bengals 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Logan Wilson.
And Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate?